If you've been on your hair care, hair growth journey, you feel like you're doing the most, you're doing your best, putting in the time, the consistency, but you feel like you're just not seeing the result. Inches are just not adding up monthly, and at this point you are wondering if you'll ever be able to grow hair as long as Lindsay Chris or Baya Jones and those natural hair inspirations. Sis, this video is for you, so keep on watching. So lately I have been sharing those same feelings as well, and I've been on my hair growth, hair care journey for, let's say, 8 years now. I'll be 8 years in December, but December is just a month away basically. So let's just say 8 years. I've been growing up my hair for 8 years now, and I feel like I'm just stuck. My hair should be way longer, but guess what? It's not. And at this point I'm questioning if my hair can even grow as long as those mentioned ladies, beautiful ladies with long, extremely long hair. I'm starting to wonder if I can grow hair as long as that too. But here's the thing, guys, hair growth is possible for anyone. I'm just going to put that out there because it is the truth. If your hair is not where you want it to be right now, there's a possibility that there are things in your routine that is preventing you from getting to that place. You don't need to feel like your goals are impossible. I believe that this is how people stop believing that hair growth is mostly about taking care of your hair, and instead start to join the hair growth, long hair is about genetics team. But that is not so. You can grow your hair without having good genes by just having the right hair care practices. And today I'm sharing 6 things that could be preventing you from getting to Lindsay Chris type of length, or Baya Jones, all those lovely ladies. I'm going to share some things, so if you guys are interested to find out, let's get into those things. And one of the things I'm going to be talking about, I am experiencing it right now, so I know for a fact that these things are truly, really things that can hold you back. So let's get into them. Focusing more on products rather than techniques. And don't get me wrong, products are important to grow out your hair, but you see, techniques, guys, techniques are just as important. If I should give you an advice, I would say make sure you have a balance between the both. Don't focus on products and neglect techniques, and don't neglect products and focus predominantly on techniques. Both of them work together. They go hand in hand. So here's an example. Your hair is dry, right? You can be using the best products, but not sleeping in your satin bonnet, not detangling your hair gently, not working in sections and so on. And guess what, guys? You experience breakage because techniques and products work together. So whenever you're trying to grow out your hair, keep that in mind. I know there are people who are so much focused on products, they don't even pay attention to techniques. When they see ladies with long hair, the first thing they start asking questions about is, what products do you use? Where can I get this product that you're using to grow your hair? When the people them now use product alone for grow them hair, it's not just one thing they're focused on. They're focused on many things, and the many things include hair care practices, which falls under the umbrella of techniques. It's a two-part thing. You can't focus on one and neglect the other.
You have loopholes in your hair care routine. Sometimes we are doing our best but not seeing great results, and even though it might not seem like it, majority of the time it's because part of what we're doing is just not working, and it spoils everything and thwarts our entire effort. Your loophole could be the way you detangle, how you wash your hair, the styles you do. It's definitely something, and you just have to pay attention to figure it out. If you watched my last video, you would know that I can relate with you on this because I'm actually going through this right now. I recently figured out that my ends are the reason for me not seeing as much length retention as I used to in my early years being natural. And the things I've been doing over the years to protect my ends are just not as effective as they used to be. So I'm in the process of adjusting my routine to fix that. The best way to quickly pinpoint what has stopped working is by keeping a record of what you are doing. You can do this through journaling, which I do from time to time, taking pictures, and lastly, have a flexible mindset toward your hair. And what I mean by that is to accept when something is no longer working in your routine and be bold enough to find solutions to fix it. I have to say this because sometimes we're sentimental toward people's routine. We don't want to stop doing that particular thing even though it's not working for us, because Kylie Chrissy, Lindsay Chris, Natural Academia did this to grow their hair long. And if they do it and it worked, it will work for us. But if it's not working, it's just not for you, sis. So let it go and refocus your energy on finding what will work for you. Doing too much with your hair. Sis, relax. I can promise you that your hair will do better when you leave it alone. I know you might be excited about trying new things all the time, but that's actually more pressuring and stressing on your hair. The excessive manipulating is the surest way to keep your hair stagnant. So just leave her to rest so she can retain those inches. You're too busy to give your hair the love and attention that it needs. Over the years, I've come to the realization that natural hair is like a baby. If you don't take care of it, it will not do well. And that's because your hair cannot and will not take care of itself. So if you want long hair, sis, you have to find that time. You have to find that patience and willingness to commit to taking good care of your hair. If you pay close attention to those naturals who have grown their hair really long, you will notice that they spend time on their hair and are very committed to good hair care. Now, you might not have all the time in the world, but there are things you can implement in your routine to ensure you are still giving your hair time without feeling overwhelmed. For example, I don't always have time, so I choose long-term protective styles that gives me the opportunity to live my life while still being able to moisturize weekly, wash my hair, and do all the things my hair needs to thrive. Remember, there's a difference between taking care of your hair in a protective style and neglecting your hair in a protective style. Successful naturals understand that growing long healthy hair requires dedication and consistency, and it's about finding a balance that works for you. By prioritizing hair care even in small ways, you can achieve your goals without sacrificing your lifestyle. Number 5 is poor lifestyle habits. You eat a lot of junk, stay up late, don't exercise, etc. You don't have to be perfect with doing these things, sis, but what you do need to do is to take better care of your body. I know time, money, and just the general reality of how challenging life is most times can make it hard to take care of yourself. But one step at a time, one day at a time will always be more progress than not at all. If you can only afford to eat healthy only 3 days a week, then do it. If you can only exercise at home, remember it's still exercise. Don't focus on what you don't have now or what you can't do now. Make do with what you have and where you are now and gradually improve on that. Just don't not do anything and expect everything, because life doesn't work like that. Rest, good nutrition, and exercise is important on your journey to growing long, healthy hair. It takes time to see progress. There's just some things, no matter what you do, you cannot rush. And growing long hair is one of those things. With natural hair, you just have to keep doing your best at a steady pace. You won't be able to big chop today and have waist-length hair tomorrow. It's just not possible. It took time for the ladies you admire to grow long hair, and it will take time for you too. Majority of these ladies took the most 4 to 7 years to achieve waist-length hair, and then there's a few that got there a little quicker.
So it still took some time. It just was not overnight. Growing your hair takes time, sis, so just keep practicing good hair care and giving your hair good energy until you get there.